few moments later.
What have I ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this?
Wagwan guys, what's going on? I hope you're doing well. I cannot complain myself. So really obvious video right here. I want to be concise and hit on the major points, right? Because I can really get lost in all the sauce, but we're not going to do that. Let's just be concise. So first obvious major key point is she's wearing the exact same clothes in the video where she's twerking and slapping this guy in the face, right? And then like moments later she has, you know, a contusion to her face, and she's like saying like, what would make somebody do this? Basically her story is she rejected a guy, didn't give her a number, so she got hit in the face with a brick by the dude, which obviously is like not right. You know what I'm saying? Like no one's supposed to be getting hit in the face with a brick, especially not a female. This is gonna make anyone livid, right? Just being honest, right? But a lot of times what happens is you get around people who, you know, they're chill, you know, they really don't like, you know, drama and all that stuff. And, you know, or maybe they could even be a hothead, right? You get around a hothead and you put something like that. There's many videos of guys, you know, who, you know, is hanging on by a shoelace, right? They're definitely walking on the criminal side. And then you come to them with some stuff like this, they're, you know, they don't have no recourse. They're, you know, they're already sprung into action. You feel me? Even if they're getting bad intel, bad information, that just is what it is. Okay. So she posts this video, obviously, and it's on the internet. So obviously, you know, internet's kind of like undefeated right now. So it comes back. They just link it up. She's walking around slapping people and then walking off and then twerking. And then she's basically saying like, what could make somebody do this? And it's just like, mental health is such a real thing. And what you see right now is just ridiculous, because you have a lot of situations where people are literally looking, acting, behaving crazy. Oh my goodness, it's everywhere. It's everywhere, guys. It's everywhere. So like, you have to be on your P's and Q's at all times, because you will be tried. You know what I'm saying? Your coat will be pulled straight up. Man, there was a situation that happened where it was this off-duty cop, right? This off-duty cop basically gets into some type of you know, interaction, altercation with this guy. He pulls out, right? And like trying to basically defend himself, like wards off this guy who's like approaching him several times, getting out of his car, like approaching the officer's car, right? So I think, I'm not too sure, but somebody calls the police. It may be the guy that was like got a gun pulled on him, right, by the off-duty officer. He follows him all the way, because he's about to get on shift. So he follows him all the way to the you know, to the police department, right? And then he gets pulled over, right? Because he's like pointing to the car that he's calling the cops on, and he ended up gets pulled over. Tell me why this guy is first of all, he's like, you know, intoxicated, you know, has a crack pipe on him, you know what I'm saying? Just jacked up, you feel me? Like that, it is what it is. And it's just like, are you know what I'm saying? And this guy, when I tell you, he could not come to grasp, it was no dealing with this guy. You feel me what I'm saying to you? This guy was out of his mind. You know what I'm saying? So that I can only compare it to that recent video I seen, because it's like, you are walking around being physically violent with people, and when you're met now, you're just so shocked and appalled because you can't see what would make somebody behave this way. And it's just like, obviously she was intoxicated when she made the video, both videos. And it's just like, some people are just trying to go viral. And then the second thing I want to touch on is like, you have to watch the tales that these people say, right? Because what they'll try to do is they'll try to get opposite parties going against each other, when really in actuality, they're trying to kick the dust because they are actually the party who's responsible for this chaos, right? So for an example, right, you could tell this woman parents is like probably somewhere from overseas, right? She looks foreign, okay, layman terms, right? My thing is, like, the first word out of her mouth is like, there were black men who did nothing, right? And that's an issue to me, because it's like, now we, black men is supposed to be the protectors of all, nonsense, all nonsensical behavior, right? So immediately she puts herself, this is the head nod, she puts herself, the aggressor, right? She takes herself from that role. Now she's the victim. And now what she's doing is she's pointing the finger at black men who stood around and did nothing. You see the hat trick? And it's so sad, because it's like, you have to be diligent. When I seen the video, when I seen the video, I just like, I watched it, I kept scrolling, I was like, it's gonna be so much more that comes out on this, because it's so plain to see, and it's annoying, really, because it's like, the game is only gonna get easier, man. It's only gonna slow down. It only is. And it's almost like a cheat code now, because I cannot believe people are still doing this stuff. You know what I'm saying? You don't understand how many people you're passing while they're out just doing this, behaving this way. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. When you look at it and you're looking at these people who get in positions to, and then they act, very loosely in judgment when they get in those roles, and you're wondering, how did these people even get in the positions that they are in? You know what I'm saying? That's a responsibility. That responsibility falls on somebody. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a job. Someone's gonna fill that role. You know what I'm saying? And now some people may not be able to fulfill that role just because, just glaring, obvious stuff. However, some people are going to be able to get skinny and fit those positions. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? If this is a path that you want to walk, what are you doing to create, the ability for you to be successful in that area? You know what I'm saying? It's, so many, you can only point the finger so much to where you have to say, what can I do? You know what I'm saying? To, make this better for myself, you know what I'm saying? And other people, you know what I'm saying? Who basically are in agreement with me, you know what I'm saying? Basically have the same ideology, and we're kind of like working together as a team on this. So it's just really offsetting how, and you, because she is a black woman, right? You look at her, she's foreign, but probably a black woman, right? That's probably what she's identifies herself as. And if you look at her, people are going to most likely say a black woman. How quickly, she throws black men under the bus, when actually, in actuality, she's in the wrong. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how true that story is of her actually getting like hit in the face with a brick because she didn't give a guy her number. Like, I don't know how, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's even true, right? Like, yeah, people probably want to find that out, but then there's a video of you the same night slapping people and then twerking in the street. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, yeah, you're going out, you're drinking and everything, but like public intoxication, that's still against the law. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to handle yourself, and it is what it is, man. At the end of the day, it's very sad, but when you have people going out like this, you know what I'm saying, you can only look at yourself and be like, man, you know, you have to create some type of separation, because it just, the whole situation is backwards, you know what I'm saying, and it makes everyone look bad in this situation. So peace, guys. That's what I got. I'm out.